If you haven't heard yet, we currently have a Kingdom Hearts combo contest ongoing. No current deadline, but if you wish to submit, do it sooner rather than later. Post your combo from any Kingdom Hearts game using the hashtag KHComboContest. If you need any more info, refer to the link in the description. But moving along. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? My name is Prodigy and welcome to our video on the channel. Guys, the most amazing thing has finally happened in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, and no, I am not talking about the story update, not that in particular, but something rather attached to it that I think a lot of you, all of you might enjoy, all of you who followed the story of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross for the first time in history, out of this 5-year lifespan that has been Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, going into the shutdown in May. Finally, for the first time with this story update, Global is completely caught up with JP, which is insane to say and a little sad, not going to lie, because this should have been the case debatably from the beginning, or at least since the Union Cross expansion came out, or really at just any point before the shutdown, preferably before the shutdown was announced, like way before the shutdown was announced. This should have been a thing. Kingdom Hearts Union Cross for me is rising up there fast to have one of the best stories in the entire Kingdom Hearts series, and I know a lot of us experience it on YouTube through other YouTubers or through English uploads of the cutscenes or translations, but now for the first time you don't even have to deal with any of that. You can actually play Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, catch up to the Wreck-It Ralph world, catch up to the story, and you can do whatever. You too can experience the Kingdom Hearts story in English, not following translations. Shout out to Everglow and KH Insider who have been providing translations for the rest of the community for years. Same with a lot of people on Twitter as well. Seriously, the community has worked super hard to keep us up to date, nearly like the day of most of the time when these updates do come out in Japan. So this video, I want to partially make a big thank you towards them because they put in so much work. I can't imagine just how much work it takes to immediately, like right off the bat, just translate a lot of these cutscenes when they come out in JP. You have to be caught up with JP for starters, do the quests themselves, which I know Wreck-It Ralph and that Darkness boss fight were probably pretty difficult, and then on top of that, right after, translate, well, the scenes. So I know it's a lot of work on there, and I really do appreciate them for all the work they've done over the years. I've said it countless times in some of my reactions, and some of my Union Cross videos in general, and I think everyone in the community needs to thank them for all the work they've put in over the years to keep us up to date, not just with Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, but Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key, Kingdom Hearts Key Browser, and even outside of Key with the Ultimanias that I've been covering on the channel, with the various Nomura interviews from Famitsu that rarely get translated. The Kingdom Hearts community is absolutely insane, and if we get even the slightest bit of information regarding Kingdom Hearts, it's usually worthwhile to somebody in the community, and it's very appreciated that they go out of their way to make sure everyone else can even attempt to experience those things as well. So once again, thank you Everglow, thank you KH Insider for translating for years. But let's also talk about the significance of this being the case. Well, for starters, for those of you watching this video, this means that if you are even remotely caught up with Union Cross, like if you still keep up with the global version of the game, like even though you probably watched the story in JP, if you're in the Wreck-It Ralph world or near the Wreck-It Ralph world, you still play the story updates when they come out for Global, despite the large distance between, you know, updates for the majority of its lifespan until now. This means that you too can experience the finale of Kingdom Hearts Union Cross with everybody else, assumingly those updates will be releasing at the exact same time, similar to how with this update, which is pretty awesome. This also means that Square went out of their way to prep for this, which makes me wonder why they didn't prep and do this, you know, beforehand when a lot of other major story updates were going on. But I guess it's more significant, more important to catch up for the finale rather than other updates. I know the Union Cross team is pretty much like 2 people or something from what I hear, maybe 1 person. I hear some pretty crazy stories about that, and I definitely believe it. So the fact that they caught us up like that fast just for the finale is pretty cool. But it's also, we all have a simultaneous shutdown in May, so that no one's ahead, no one's behind. It's not going to be like, okay, it shuts down in Japan in May and shuts down for global 6 months later in December. I think the series director, Tetsuya Nomura, and the people over at the Union Cross team, and really just Square Enix in general, probably just want us to be caught up with the entire story going into the 20th anniversary, which I made another video about how this is a decision they made, because there's something big probably happening in the 20th anniversary, and most likely the next Kingdom Hearts game, Phase 2, is going to be a lot about Quadrantum, a lot about the foretellers, and we're going to be seeing some of these characters right now that are, you know, in the past, in this data world, fighting darkness. We're probably going to see a lot of these characters on screen, and it's going to be pretty important to know their stories in the next couple of games. So it makes sense that Union Cross is shutting down this year. A lot of people thought it was going to be ending last year, or the year before, and the year before. To be honest, we've been in the climax for Kingdom Hearts Union Cross for probably like 2 years now. It feels like everything kind of ramped up, especially when we went to the Wreck-It Ralph world, and we've been in the Wreck-It Ralph world for, yeah, about 2 years. So it's been a lot for sure. But I just want to make this very short video to let you all know that, hey, if you are caught up with Global, now's your chance. Or if you even aren't caught up with Global, this is your chance to catch up and experience the final update with, well, everyone. Not just through some YouTube video or somebody's reaction, or through cutscenes upload on YouTube, you know, like a couple hours later, but, you know, at the same time as the other people, you know, playing the game, which I think is pretty cool, because although watching cutscenes is very awesome for Union Cross, like the story experience is still pretty great, it does provide a very different feel when you're actually able to sit there and do that boss fight, hear those battle quotes, hear those sound effects. Even when I was doing the reaction to the story updates, since I wasn't caught up with Global itself, I watched the cutscenes via KH Insider, and just the entire darkness fight was just skip pretty much. So I missed out on experiencing the epicness of that boss fight, which a lot of people in the comment section will later tell me that that was actually a really cool boss, and I do kind of wish I got to experience that, but I will be able to experience that on stream very soon, because I will be doing a live stream catching up to the story, the main story in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. I'll probably just be spending all of my medals, all my jewels, all of that stuff, because I mean, the game's shutting down like in May, so yeah. But anyways though, that will be all from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, share the video with a friend or family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the Union, all you have to do is that red subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.